kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Avery. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team,
breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Parks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Keeps it and gets the 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top, using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught for the touchdown.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The missed connection leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man on the right.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And it's in for a touchdown.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Richmond. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. He'll do it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. That's usually prime return position, but He'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds a man on the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fakes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sparks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Richmond. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On the move and looking deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Parks. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides to back and leaves it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 3rd and long. Got his man on the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Off play action. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs...
Run to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He'll pull it on the read. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's got a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw again. Fears the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught on the outside, it's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Trying to slam in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. They go right back to their man on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Grab behind the line. It's Parks. And it's a touchdown.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.